Hi, my name is Ashley from Sunny Maid, and today on Last Blocks we are going to finish up the Entropy quilt. Last fall, which would be 2021, Squats and Running Stitches did a Entropy quilt scrap along. They wanted you to use, use up your scraps. You're just making a whole bunch of half square triangles. And each week she came out and would tell us how to cut them and then how to put the blocks together, and it took several weeks. And of course I have scraps, so I decided I was going to follow along and sew along with her. So this was my first Entropy quilt. I did use scraps, but of course I'm not quite so scrappy, so I did pick up a few extra fabrics. I do like the way that these got put together because you ended up with a big star here. There's some triangles, there's directions, and so this summer I took it to my mom's house in Ohio and I put it on her long arm and I quilted it all up. As you can see, it's not finished, it still needs the binding, but hopefully that'll be done soon. But as I was sewing along with her, I thought, well, let's see what a more scrappy quilt would look like. So I went down, I guess this isn't very scrappy, I guess used with several other patterns. And so I went down and picked out some 5-inch charm packs. These are perfect because the directions she made were all from 5-inch squares. So the charm packs are perfect size to put together a whole bunch of triangles. And this is Jungle Paradise by Stacy. I'm always afraid that I'm going to mispronounce their names. But this is a fun, bright colored pink, orange, yellow, turquoise, green, whole bunch of fun colors on here. And I'm going to use that with a cream background fabric. This one is specifically Kona Cotton Snow. I try to stick with 2 colors of fabric when I'm using background. A white fabric, you have pure white, which is just white, and then if it's an off-white, I use snow because I don't want like all kinds of different pieces laying around of different colors. So strings, it's not all about quilting. I'm gonna start by cutting out the white background squares. We're doing 2 at a time, half square triangles. I do have a video that does 2 at a time half square triangles, so go check that out if you need a little help with them. And when I get those all sewn together, I will get back to you. Okay, now that we're done making Entropy, I want to go over a few things. Let me show you my finished product. It is super cute. I love how it turned out. Back, I found some of their fabric. We still had our local quilt store, so I turned it into the backing. And then after I trimmed the edges, I used the edges as the binding. So I did just a single binding
and finished it all up. So there you have it. I did a swirl on this, and I love how it turned out. So let's talk about it. What do I think of Entropy? This is a super quick pattern. I think I kind of said that at the beginning. Because it's all half square triangles, you can easily put it together. It's great for a charm pack or a 5-inch square, whichever one you want to call it. So that's what I did with this one. It's good with yardage. You could even probably do it with a layer cake, a 10-inch square. This would give you, you could do 8 at a time, half square triangles if you want to do it that way. It'll make it twice as big because this is with 2 charm packs and a 10-inch square is 4 charm packs. So you would end up with a really big quilt. Also, on both of my quilts, I made a design. You could actually do it very scrappy. You don't have to create designs. So this is a great overall beginner quilt pattern. I will link my videos to the 2 at a time half square triangles and how to trim half square triangles into the description box in case you want to go check those out so you can see the technique I used to make these quilt blocks. So here's the one. This is my second one I did. Let me show you my first one. This is the one I did with the scrap along is what she called it. And I really like this one too. It has lots of fun fabrics. With the dark one, I created some stars. And then there's some fun colors in the middle. I did the backing. I actually pieced 2 different backings together, which I think actually kind of came out super cute. And used part of the backing fabric for my binding. Okay, if you want to make this for yourself, go check out Squats and Running Stitches over on Instagram or her website. Both of them, she actually has a step-by-step process of the stitch along, or the scrap along as she called it, on how to do this quilt pattern from different kinds of fabric, whether it's the pre-cuts or the yardage or however. Thanks for following along. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can get my YouTube videos right to your inbox. I'm super excited. We're going to be tackling this quilt in a couple weeks, and I will tell you how you can get a hold of this free quilt pattern, and I hope you have a great week. Happy sewing!